Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about how to invest your first $1,000 right now, 2022. If you're new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Who is history's self-made multimillionaire? They didn't all inherit wealth. They earned it. According to the research, 2019's worldwide billionaire age distribution is 50. Only 3% of millionaires were 50 to 70 in 2019. Money is difficult. If you don't know the rules, you'll fail. Most people work hard their entire lives, yet end up impoverished because they don't know how to invest. They lack investment knowledge. Assume you've saved $1,000. Over 70% of Americans don't have $1,000 in the bank. Imagine investing that money instead of buying another useless gadget or pair of shoes you'll use once and keep for years. How can you invest $1,000? Real estate or stocks? How do you invest? Have $1,000 to invest? We'll address these and other issues. Consider the following scenario to better understand what investing is and how it works. If you worked very hard and saved $375,000, you could go to a Ferrari dealership and purchase a luxury automobile to show off how successful you are. Or you could buy real estate or a home and rent it out. Every month, you'll get at least $2,250 in your bank account. You may sell it and recoup your original investment if you decide no longer want to get that $2,250 income every month. Indeed, the value of your investment may increase, allowing you to sell it for a bigger profit. And that is how money generates revenue. However, $1,000 will not purchase real estate. That isn't even enough for a down payment. But that doesn't mean you can't put that money to work elsewhere and expand it. So give it a thumbs up and let's get this party started. Option number 1 is to purchase government bonds. A government bond is an asset issued by the government that is used to support government spending. Imagine that the government wishes to build a school but lacks the funding to do so. Instead, it provides an IOU, a piece of paper stating that whoever has this security owes this amount of money plus interest to the US government. Obviously, this is a simplification, but it demonstrates the concept. This year, since interest rates are extraordinarily low, government bond rates are less than 1%. 2 years ago, when interest rates were high, government bond rates reached 3%, which is not horrible because government bonds are the safest investments available. Any investment has some degree of risk. For instance, what are the chances that the United States government will default on its loan? It may be necessary for the whole US economy to collapse for the US government to declare bankruptcy. Consequently, US bonds are considered one of the safest investments worldwide. However, if you want to get a higher rate of return, say 10%, 20%, or 30%, you need to invest more. Option 2 is to store the money in a savings account and collect interest. However, why would the bank pay you to keep your money in the bank? Wouldn't it make more sense for them to charge you instead? No, the bank will take your funds, lend them at a higher interest rate, and then share a portion of the profit with you. In essence, this is how banks function. The only difficulty with this strategy is that the interest rate on the deposit account is so low that it is not worthwhile. The best rate you are likely to get is 0.8%. This means that if you deposit $1,000 in a savings account today, you will get $8 more 12 months later, which is quite low given the Fed's target inflation rate of 2 to 3%. If you don't achieve at least 2 to 3%, the real value of your $1,000 will decrease over time, meaning you may buy fewer goods each year. But why are interest rates on bank accounts so low? As a consequence of the pandemic, interest rates are low this year, and the Fed has been obligated to reduce them to stimulate borrowing and spending. When we emerge from this crisis in 1 or 2 years, the Fed will increase interest rates to 1.25%, or maybe 3%, which will cause savings account interest rates to increase as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Third, buy stocks. Amazon's stock price has risen 80% this year. Google shares rose 30%. Tesla's share have surged 721%. You heard right, 721%. Why invest elsewhere when the stock market might double or triple your money? Solution: risk. Government bonds aren't risky. Somewhat risk-free, certain businesses may collapse, disclose poor results, and cause the stock price to decline. Higher profits carry more risk if the public doesn't like the product. Negative headlines may drive the price down. Apple is a more established company with a lower risk of failure than Tesla, but it also has fewer opportunities for growth. As a result, Tesla grew by 721% this year, while Apple only grew by 70%. You must determine how much risk you can stand without going nuts. If that is all you have left, risking it all isn't the ideal choice since if anything goes wrong, you may lose most of it. Investing in an index is one way for investors to lower their stock market risk. The most well-known index is the S&P 500, which tracks the top 500 firms in the United States. Hence, an index fund would invest in these top 500 organizations. There is little question that a number of these ventures will be unsuccessful, while others will be fruitful. According to the research that was done in the past, the standard deviation of the rate of return for the S&P 500 in the 1920s was somewhere around 10%. This means that acquiring a minuscule portion of the 500 biggest corporations in the United States is necessary in order to have a stake in these index funds. My 3 favorite index funds are VOO, which is an index fund offered by Vanguard, QQQ, which is an index fund offered by Invesco, and Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. They are all outstanding investors who focus on comparable businesses. But how exactly does one go about purchasing shares in these index funds? Where do you even begin? To get started, you have to choose a trustworthy broker who will sell you stocks. There is always someone from the past. You were required to contact him and convince him to sell you some shares in the company. Do you remember the Wolf on Wall Street? He would spend the whole day making cold calls to individuals in an effort to convince them to invest in worthless opportunities. But thank God, here we are in the year 2022, when everything is a lot better and much easier to understand. You may now purchase stocks using your smartphone thanks to the development of applications made available by a number of brokerage businesses, like Robinhood and Webull, amongst others. Simply sign up for an account after downloading and installing one of these programs and you may start investing right away. We've made this video as simple as possible so investors may get started right away. You want to invest but have a million questions, so you study and grow tired. So you give up and try again a few months later. I tried to solve all your concerns in this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.